Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So today's new daily is just to cast 20 white or green spells, nice and easy. And we're gonna go with, let's take a look at things. We have our fungus deck. This doesn't have a whole lot of white in it, and we've recently done that. Elspeth, angels, and counters. This counters deck I'm just not the biggest fan of at this point, especially because I really do like our fungus deck. Angels, this is predominantly a white deck, and it's been a little while since we've run the angels deck. And then this one's a kind of a token generator. So yeah, we're gonna do. Sorry, I'm just kind of taking a second to look at these. Yeah, we're gonna do the Elspeth deck. So we're gonna do this one, the first one I looked at. Now, like I said, the main idea behind this deck is that it is a token generator mixed with a bit of artifact benefits. Nesting Bot, Teething Wurmlet are our 1-drops, both really good cards. Teething Wurmlet gets stronger the first time you play an artifact comes into play, and then every other time after that you get +1. You get 1 life, which is great. Nesting Bot's just a good card. Get Lost for some removal. Mandible Justiciar, because it is an artifact creature, so it does work with like Teething Wurmlet, and it also it gets stronger every time an artifact comes into play, just for that turn. Voice of Victory for some more some tokens, and to keep our opponent from casting spells on our turn. Yotian Dissident puts counters on things when artifacts come into play. Caretaker's talent to make our tokens stronger eventually. Sentinel of the Nameless City, because whenever it attacks, it creates a map token. Awesome. And when it enters, it creates a map token, again triggering things like Wurmlet and Mandible Justiciar and Dissident. Archangel Elspeth and Elspeth Stormslayer, both mainly for their token generation, though the 0 ability puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until end of turn. That can be a game ender, which is very nice. And then Dollmaker Shop creates tokens, and if we end up having a lot of stuff on our field, maybe we open up Porcelain Gallery, just make everything that much stronger. So that's the idea. Very simple. It's one of the few decks I run that I actually use that uses a fair number of, that uses like 2 different planeswalkers. I just don't do that very often, because while I like planeswalkers, they're not, I don't know, sometimes I just have a hard time with them. Because like most of the time you play them, use their ability once, and then like your opponent hard targets them. I mean, yeah, and that saves you from like losing some life on a turn, but still. Anyway, let's give it a shot, see how we do. This is a wash. This is better. Yeah, we'll keep this and send a Sentinel to the back. Because I really do want Stormslayer. Having this on the field is what really kind of helps the deck. I'm okay with that. Didn't think so. This is most likely a... Oh, never mind. Oh, it's a roots deck. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get rid of that roots. No need for you to start ramping up anything big. Actually, yeah, that ends up being a good thing. We're gonna go with the Justiciar here. Because next turn that will be a 3/2, because I'll play Sentinel, which will create an artifact token, which will buff you just for the turn. Okay. Can you activate that this turn? I think you can. And if you do, that'll create a roots token. But they're going to go with Molt Tender instead. Okay. They definitely... no, they said they can't have Erase the Past because they would need white for that. Wow. A lot of Overlords went in there. That's not great luck for you. Yeah, all you could take was the Harvester. But what is this one's ability? Target creature. Okay. Ooh, I can send out... oh, I can send out Elspeth. Oh, wait. And... why not? Okay. I'm okay with that. It means I could draw something else next turn, which would be great. But we'll see. Okay. Do you have a Zombify? Is that what they're about to play? A Zombify to pull back an Overlord. Which, yeah, that'd be unfortunate if they did that. Curious Forager. Okay. But to forage, you have to get rid of stuff, right? Yeah, 3 cards from your graveyard. Or sacrifice a food. But that does activate roots. Yeah, it doesn't it? Interesting. So they're going to play the second roots, naturally. They can do, I think, 2 more things. Or 1, yeah, they have 2 more mana. Which activates both roots. Yeah, our opponent's got things, kind of got things wrapped up here. Too bad. Really is kind of too bad, to be honest. Because there's, yeah, not much I can do at this point. That was weird. I could play this to get some more life gain. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because at this point, Elspeth really isn't going to help me here. At least I don't think she is. But we'll keep playing just to kind of see where we end up. I really don't think Caretaker's Talent's going to help me here. So we're going to send that to the back. If I should be able to survive this upcoming turn, but if we don't, that's it. If we do, I'll play a Stormslayer. Yeah, 2 more tokens. Oh no, they pulled a land. That's right. It has to be one or more creature cards. That's right. That is like the one negative of Insidious Roots. It has to be a creature that you remove from your graveyard. I forgot about that. So what they really should do here is, depending on what this is, okay, so they're going to do that. Yeah, that's about right. Hey, get rid of my life gain. They can still activate Karsi, I think. Yes. Nice. It's gonna make that, yeah, 6/7 flyer with lifelink and death touch. And they can make it stronger if they just add mana. That's all they have to do. Yep, get rid of something else. Well done. Yeah, what I'll probably do, I'll play Stormslayer next turn and then just concede. Just because there's there's nothing I can do here. I would need a board clear that I don't have. Yeah, I would need a board clear that I don't have in this deck. So, just no reason. So definitely not the way I would have liked that to have gone, but yeah, sometimes that's just how it goes. Either way, let's jump into one more match today. We're already at 11 minutes, wow. Time flies when you're kind of having fun. I'm okay with this. Yeah, you know, this is fine, actually. Start off with Wurmlet, most likely. Green, good. Send in the Wurmlet, then we'll do Nesting Bot next turn. Actually, no, I'll do Mandible Justiciar next. Yeah, we'll do the Mandible. Because next, when I play Nesting Bot, Mandible will get a bonus. Unless they just go ahead and... Nope, okay. Okay. Well, change of plans. Well, okay, well, not really, though. Yeah, I know they can redo that, but... So what does this do? Renew. X counters and target creature where X is the number of lands in your graveyard activate only as a sorcery. They only have none. Okay. Oh, hello, Roxanne. Yeah. Would have preferred... How does this work? 3 or more artifacts, gotcha. That's 2 artifacts, so I can attack with Wurmlet next turn to give it Death Touch. Unless they get rid of one of my other artifacts, then, well, unfortunate. But I'm sitting at a pretty decent life total here. Yeah, as I say, I kind of figured they'd either, that they would hit my token to make sure I don't have 3 artifacts. So with Teething Wurmlet, that's kind of what I figured they would do. Yep, still got 2. Do one more. Oh, Firstborn. That's great. Let's start here. Okay. That's why I didn't play a land, just in case I pulled another one, so. Really? Okay, that was interesting, but okay. Yeah, problem is they can play Firstborn here, get rid of my Voice of Victory pretty easily. Wait, no, it's other dragons, right? Or it's other dinosaurs. Yeah. So no, we're fine there, actually. 5, 6, 7. They have 7 mana. What? Oh. Interesting. I didn't realize that was an ability Roxanne had. Ah, so now, yeah. Now they can play you, pay 2. They had just enough. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they had just enough. Unfortunate. Really should just do that damage to me. Because I can't make another token as it is. Alright, well there's a thing. Let's go ahead and get rid of Roxanne, because that is kind of becoming a problem. Helpful. Yeah, that constant 2 damage and additional mana, not helpful. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've lost here. It's too bad. $54 cards in... Okay, so they have an oversized deck. That's a little odd to me, but okay. Finally going in for your attack. That's 5, 8. Okay. Well, it was more that I wasn't sure if they had something to, like, boost their stuff, because they had 6 more mana and 3 cards in hand, so no way for me to really be sure I didn't want to lose Sentinel. So that's what they had. None of that's overly helpful. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. I can block 5, 4, and then they have 3, 5. Yeah, they have lethal, no matter what I do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and concede. Yeah, blocking their strongest creatures, they still had 8 damage coming my way, and they still had a full turn of stuff they could do. So it's just, to me, it's just not worth it. So, unfortunately, that is where we're going to wrap up the matches for today. I do have a pack to open, so just let's get to that. It's a Duskmourn pack, so should be interesting, maybe. Something new, perhaps. Nothing new in the commons and uncommons. Maybe Toby. Great. Thanks. Anyway, like I was saying, that is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. So, if you happen to enjoy this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.